We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3, your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going out there, people in Radio Land? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago, 77.3, the best place to be at on any day. Really, I do appreciate everybody for being here. People, it's getting chilly outside, but you know what? We got a hot ass artist coming your way, and I want you guys to stay in tune with him, man. Go introduce yourself real quick, my guy.
Yes, sir. What's good, world? It's your boy Dolo Darnell, coming live from VH 757 to be exact.
Dolo Darnell's in the building, man. What's going on, y'all, man? How you feeling out there?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Just working hard, busy. Like I said before we started, man, tired, but you know, you just got to keep going.
Hey, I ain't mad at that, man. I think too. I was doing my research about you and everything, man, and you've been on the rise for a good minute now, bro.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot for a long time, you know, and and I'm still going, still loving what I'm doing. So
let's go into a time machine real quick. How did this all start out for you?
Man, like being an artist, I think like the earliest thing I can really remember is just like being young and like just writing like poems and like a little composition. I don't even think kids had them composition books now. Like, the black and white joints. Those was like pretty standard back in the day, but just writing in those. And then, getting older, falling in love with hip hop. And then just really starting to record myself when I was like 15. And I think from there, that's just kind of where it started. That's where I realized, okay, this is a passion for me.
At what age? Well, you said 15, but what age at that point of what were you using? Were you using Fruity Loops, Audacity? What were we using here?
Man, so back then it was like the first time I recorded. That's the thing too. Like when you don't have all these distractions like you do nowadays, you can be mad resourceful. Like you know what I mean? When you bored, you think of creative ways to do stuff. So I just had a digital camera for real, and I remember I would just put the camera down so it was just black. And I would just record these acapella raps. Then I would go on like LimeWire, I think that's what it was at the time, just search for instrumentals and then just try to, I think I was using like Windows Movie Maker or something like that, you know what I mean? And then just trying to fit them together to see what would match. So, I was just doing what I could just to even try to get an idea out. And I just had one of them, them cheap little USB mics from back in the day where it's just like stick mic or whatever. So.
Hey, I ain't mad at that, man. If it works, man. I was using MP3 Rocket, Napster, all that, man. So I was right there with you. I really want to say this too is that I really like the fact that. Do you ever wish that you could go back into a time where you could just like you didn't have any sense in the world, but I felt like sometimes that's been the most creative spot in the sense where there was no rules, no regulations. You could just throw whatever at the wall.
Absolutely. I feel like nowadays, like I was saying, we get so distracted by everything where it's like when you bored and when you a kid, like especially when you're a kid, you don't have anything. You know what I mean? Like all you have is your imagination a lot of the time. And like I hate to be one of them like millennial people, like the kids nowadays, you know what I mean? But for real, it's like, we could use our imagination because we didn't have anything, we didn't have distractions. So, sometimes I do think about those times where it's like, dang, like how much more creative would a lot of us be if we weren't constantly on, our phones, which is ironic because people probably gonna be watching this on the phone. But
Hey, I ain't mad at that, man. So now we went serious with it. What was the first song that you did? What was the first recorded song?
The first recorded song that I did, man. Oh man, you taking me back. I think like the very first original song that I recorded, it was called Line It Up. And I did this mixtape. It was called 8-Track because back then, like my first name is Clayton. And I used to go by Clayt the Great. So I was doing this whole like, it was like CL8 for Clayt. And then I was like, all right, 8-Track. And that's the earliest one I can remember. I feel like it was at least track 1. I can remember it was called Line 'Em Up. That's what it was called. Yeah.
Okay. So I think too is I like to always ask that question is because I also want the artist to see, because you've done a lot of stuff since Line It Up.
Yeah.
And just hearing it, and then the evolution of you is a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I was thinking about that song like the other day too. Like I feel like that's the dope thing about music too, and like just being creative. Like, you know what I mean? You can make stuff that stays with you for forever, for real. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I think sometimes nowadays we don't think about that. Just because we so like in a rush to just put stuff out there.
Yeah.
We're not even thinking about the fact that like, all right, especially now because we could save stuff on, a cloud or the
Yeah.
internet. Like, man, my great grandkids might be able to hear, the music that I'm
Yeah.
making nowadays,
Yeah.
So,
That's the beauty part. Music is transition, man. So I'm always you just never know, man. 10 years, from now, so your kids may run into the Dropbox or the iCloud or whatever, and
yeah.
then yo, pops, what you on, man, at the time, man. So it's a
Yeah,
cool thing.
yeah, for sure.
So now going into, where you from originally? Where you from?
Newport News, Virginia.
Okay.
Mhm.
East Coast, I see you, man. So
Yeah.
at this point, man, how is the scene out there in Virginia right
I feel like it's definitely upcoming. Like I feel like it's grown a whole lot where man, like I remember being younger and kind of feeling like being one of the only creative people out there and just kind of
now? Right.
feeling like an alien almost, like just because I wanted to be creative. And now, like obviously with technology, a lot more people can create and stuff, but I feel like the culture has grown so much where it's like there's something going on all the time. And I was
Yeah.
actually living in Atlanta for about 8 years, and then I just recently came back here a few years ago.
Wow.
And obviously it's not Atlanta. Like Atlanta is its own special, unique place, but
Yeah.
here is also a special, unique place. You know what I mean? And it's a lot
Right.
of stuff going on where I almost feel the same way I felt in Atlanta, where it's like, dang, okay, this is going on, this is going on. So,
Yeah. Things are
um,
popping off.
yeah, I feel like it's a whole lot of potential. Especially, it's some people that kind of feel like on the fence about it because there's some people feel like, all right, the people from here that are like the legends, they should do more, like the
Yeah.
Timbaland and Pharrell and the Clips and all
Yeah.
them. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? At the same time, we can't depend on them like to, you know what I mean? It's like we got to come together. If we come together and we do a lot of dope stuff, they're gonna come here anyway. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So
That's real.
yeah.
I respect that, man. Let's get into the music. I really want to get into give me your song here, man. Now, tell us about this. The name of the name of the track. Tell us about the single.
Yeah, it's called Reinvent Me. I feel like I wrote it at a time where I really did have to reinvent myself. Like I feel like a lot of us kind of go through that phase of like mid-20s where it's kind
Yeah.
of like people joke about it as like the mid-20s crisis or like the quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a crisis, but it's just, you kind of wake up and see the world for what it is, and you might have to really reflect on your life and who you are and what I
That's
mean,
real.
your sense of identity. So I feel like at that time I just had to let go of a lot of ideas that I had about myself and life, and I really had to reinvent myself. And the crazy thing is I like that song, it was actually like an older song I recorded and I lost it. Like
Okay.
I'm sure you've had like a hard drive that crashed and you lost
Oh yeah.
music before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was one of those situations, and I actually had to re-record the song and basically like reinvent the song too. And I
Yeah.
recently just put it out in September. So it's kind of like a reintroduction also.
I always say this, man. Like there's and I know I said this throughout the interview, but there's an evolution of everything. So
Yeah.
what in your 20s, you're not going to think the same way when you're in your 30s, and
Right.
that's okay because you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to say, "Hey, I'm setting all the other stuff up," because it's like I look at life as like kind of like a butterfly. So when you're in the caterpillar stage, you start to shed, and then of course you eventually come into a butterfly. But
Yep.
in this instance, it's like in life we said a lot of stuff, like a lot of drama, a lot of things I'm just not into. If you just ain't feeling me, that's cool. Yeah, it
Yep.
is what it is. Stay over there, and I'm gonna keep on trucking, keep on going. So I feel this, man. So is this off of a EP or album, or we're just doing a single right now?
So it's just a single right now. My plan is really to release, just go on a run of releasing singles because I actually was focused on producing. Like I also make beats, so
Okay.
I was focused on that for really like the past like 5 years, I kind of just switched up and started to getting into production. But since I've been back home, I really just got re-inspired to create music for myself as an artist. So yeah, that's the plan going on the run as singles.
I ain't mad at that, man. And singles is what it is right now, man. You can live off of singles because it's the climate. So I want to go ahead and play it for the fans out there and everything else like that. You want to introduce the record real quick?
Yeah, for sure. So this is my new single, Reinvent Me by Dolo Darnell. Check it out.
Make sure you guys stay in tune with everything that he has going on. Dolo Darnell right here on Chicago 77.3. Let's go.
Yeah. I can be antisocial, but I'm 420 friendly. Just living out my story. There'll be no perfect ending. My presence brings an aura. She said that she could sense me. They tried to claim they made me. I had to reinvent me. I can be antisocial, but I'm 420 friendly. Just living out my story. There'll be no perfect ending. My presence brings an aura. She said that she could sense me. They tried to claim they made me. I had to reinvent me. Question everything that I know. 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 Hey, wide awake as I escape. High times with higher stakes. Up the price, that's higher rates. It's been too long since my higher days. Tryna fly away, give me wing room, nigga. I was rocking solo, then the team grew bigger. And I've seen through niggas cause they seem too bitter. Say they going to the top, I'm like me too, nigga. From the V who figured I see it evolve. Quickly as you build it, you can see it dissolve. While I'm in the lead, I be leading the loss. I obtain balance, so I even the odds. From the V who figured I see it evolve. Quickly as you build it, you can see it dissolve. While I'm in the lead, I be leading the loss. I obtain balance, so I even the odds. I can be antisocial, but I'm 420 friendly. Just living out my story. There'll be no perfect ending. My presence brings an aura. She said that she could sense me. They tried to claim they made me. I had to reinvent me. I can be antisocial, but I'm 420 friendly. Just living out my story. There'll be no perfect ending. My presence brings an aura. She said that she could sense me. They tried to claim they made me. I had to reinvent me. Question everything that I know. 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 Unorthodox, more than not. Shit got messy, had to sort it out. Had to push through, pull sword from rock. Bit my game tight, let the score was tight. On the rise like a Uber would do, but Airbnb always room to improve. Chakra infused in my jewels, amplification of aura I ooze. Lately I've been dripping, babe. Been feeling different, babe. Been living in the present, my present anticipate. Lately I've been dripping, babe. Been feeling different, babe. Been living in the present, my present anticipate. I can be antisocial, but I'm 420 friendly. Just living out my story. There'll be no perfect ending. My presence brings an aura. She said that she could sense me. They tried to claim they made me. I had to reinvent me. I can be antisocial, but I'm 420 friendly. Just living out my story. There'll be no perfect ending. My presence brings an aura. She said that she could sense me. They tried to claim they made me. I had to reinvent me.
Dolo Darnell right there, man. Reinvent Me, man. If you guys don't know, man, you better get into it. I'm putting my stamp on it right now. Chicago 77.3, DJ Malone, man. Dolo, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That right there is I like how it comes on, Joe. Like, and I feel like it's college friendly. What I mean by that is I can hear this at the clubs. I can hear this at the college parties when, you know what I'm saying, them low key cuts. I think that's gonna be the crowd. It could go anywhere, but I definitely think that's the crowd right there.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think what I like about the song a lot, and shout out to the producer. His name is Smart Boy Beats. He down in Atlanta. Okay. It's like a vibey. It's a vibey kind of chill sound, but it also has a bounce to it.
Yeah.
Too. You know what I mean? So yeah, it can kind of live in different worlds for real.
Yeah, it definitely can. Do we have a video for it yet?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we actually just put out the video about a month and a half ago, actually. Okay. So that's on YouTube right now. If you just search Dolo Darnell Reinvent Me. And the video is actually, it's pretty crazy. We did some green screen stuff to kind of fit the whole like just the vibe of the song. So
All right.
yeah, I would definitely say, you know, to everybody out there listening, check that out for sure. Shout out to Lit Visions. He shot the video. So
Okay, definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna check it out as soon as we get off of here, man.
for sure.
Going into it, who do you want to work with as far as producer wise?
Man, really Virginia producers, because I mean, we got some of the best producers out there, and I don't even mean like I want to work with the big name people. I mean the people that's, you know, here like on the ground, because it's a lot of talent, and I think it's just, you know, it's like for real. He did the festival. It's something in the water around here. Like it's just something about, you know, being here and just I don't know what it is, but we got a lot of dope producers. So that's really what I want to do. Now that I'm here, just tap in with some people locally.
That's what's up, man. And also give them back to the city. You know what I'm saying? In order to make for what it is, you got to pour it back into it. So I like that. If you had to perform anywhere, where would it be at and why?
I have to the first place that come to mind is Hampton Coliseum.
Okay.
Because that's like being a kid growing up in Newport News and Hampton, that's the biggest venue, you know what I mean, nearby. So I think that's like a dream for anybody who wants to be a performer, is to perform at the Hampton Coliseum. So yeah,
I
gotta
respect
say
that. I respect that. Going into it 3 years from now, where do you hope to see yourself?
Man, really just continuing to put out music, continuing to build my fan base. I think, you know, the landscape of music is changing, or it's really already changed, you know what I mean? And it's like now it seemed like the formula is to really be organic, which is cool to me. It's like be organic, build up your fan base, go direct to consumer as much as you possibly can. So that's really what I'm excited about, like being able to continue to build that, and being able to continue to inspire people. Like I've had a lot of people already just in the last few months from me, like stepping back out as an artist, like, bro, like I'm proud of you, I'm inspired by you, you know what I mean, things of that nature. So I think that's the dope thing about, you know, creating. It's like it's an energy exchange, and I feel like 3 years from now, you know, if I just keep this momentum going, like I can only imagine where I'll be at that point, and like how much more you know, energy I can exchange with people, how many more people I can inspire, and just what can come from that. So
I respect that, man. You're very well spoken, man. I like how like you speak and everything. So you're definitely, I could definitely tell you've been around the block, man. You know the thing too. So
I like to say I'm a yapper. That's what I got a podcast too. So it's Dolo Discussions. Actually,
man, shout that out, man. Shout it out.
Yeah, I just started a podcast too a few months ago. It's called Dolo Discussions, and I'm interviewing a lot of the people that's here in Virginia, in the 757 doing stuff. So that's on YouTube and on Spotify as well. So yeah, I'm a yap.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Where did the name come from? Where did the name come from?
Dolo. Yeah, it's kind of funny because it was really like. And honestly, I feel like that's how the best names come about, because it was like some bullshit at first. It was just like, all right, I got into a point, kind of tying into the Reinvent Me song, because my middle name is Darnell, and I just I never really embraced my middle name my whole life. It was just, you know, I went by my first name, so I felt like I wanted to embrace things about myself that I never did. So I really just changed my Instagram name to Dolo Darnell, just because it sounded like smooth. Like, all right, I need something to go, you know what I mean? Something to go with Darnell. And I was like, all right, Dolo Darnell. And the thing is, I've honestly always kind of felt like a lone wolf anyway. So I felt like it just matched up. And then from there, I tried to, I would say I put some meaning behind it. And so now for me, Dolo means driven off love only. Because at a certain period of time, I felt like I did kind of lose the love for being an artist, and me coming back to it is like, that's what it's all about for me. It's not about necessarily like being the biggest artist in the world or changing the world with my music. It's like, I really want to just do what I love, and, you know, and inspire other people to do that. So that's where the Dolo came from and what it means now.
I like that, man. Sometimes it's authentic. Sometimes the best names come from you because it's you. You don't have to be nothing else but you, man. So I can respect that, man. I'm asking my guys, especially my young black guys, everybody too, but especially my young black guys, just to check in. how are you doing mentally?
Mentally, I feel like I'm in a great place now. Like, and I can say that I wasn't always in a great space, but I think I am now. And like one of the reasons is because, to be completely honest with you, I'm on a sobriety journey right now. It's been 2 years for me since I've drank any alcohol. You know what I mean? And I think honestly, I feel like that's been a big change in my life, where like I've been having a lot of conversations with people, and like one of my homies, he was actually like, we was talking about it, and he was saying like basically like he was thinking that he was drinking because he was depressed. And really it was really the drinking that was causing the depression. It's like his mood, you know, up and down, and just all the impacts of that. And no offense to anybody who drinks, like whatever, do your thing. But I think for me, that's really where I saw the biggest change, is just doing that, and the confidence and the self-esteem. And honestly, when you do something and you show yourself, like, I've never thought that I would be somebody that didn't drink. You know what I mean?
Really,
like,
that's real.
I wouldn't call myself an alcoholic or anything, but I was definitely like, I was not gonna turn down a drink. So I think you just build confidence and you feel good about yourself, and you can kind of apply that everywhere in life. So
I think though too is, and just a side note is that I DJ at a lot of clubs. I used to hang out with people, and whole time it's like, outside of this, bro, like, I don't really like you. Like when the lights come on and everything, I don't really, like, we don't jam, and that's okay, because a lot of times we don't see it like in the vision of it, like in the moment. It's like, oh yeah, man, we turned up and everything, but when the lights come on and it's the next day, Joe, I don't really like you.
Yeah. And some people, they don't like themselves the next day when they wake up. You know what I mean? Like when it wear off. Like, so that's another part of it.
So I respect that, man. Where can the people find you?
Yes, sir. So on Instagram is Dolo Decibels. So that's Dolo DECIBELS. On YouTube is Dolo Did That. And I deleted my TikTok, so I don't got TikTok no more. I'm one of them people.
Too much going on.
Yeah. They try to track everybody, but yeah. So that's the Instagram and the YouTube.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Dolo Darnell, make sure you guys go check it out and everything, man. Reinvent Me is out right now, and make sure you guys go check that out, man. And where can one more time, where can the people find that at, on Spotify and everywhere?
Yeah, it's out everywhere. Dolo Darnell, Reinvent Me. The video just dropped on YouTube a month ago. So if you just search Dolo Darnell, Reinvent Me, you'll see it. The next single is actually coming out February 21st. It's called Sharing My Views. I got my merch, you know what I mean?
You got the merch ready, man.
Yeah, I'm on the marketing tip. So yeah, be on the lookout.
You coming out to South by Southwest?
I was actually thinking about it, for real. Like, I actually been talking to some people, and I think I might make that trip. I went like years ago and I haven't been back, but yeah, what you gonna be out there?
I might slide through. A lot of people been asking the station to come out there. So
okay,
the last 2 years we didn't go, so I was like, okay, let's make it a point this year.
Word.
We'll post up somewhere, do a couple of interviews. If you come through, man, we rub elbows, man, and get you know what I'm saying. Do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Now we'll definitely be in touch, for sure.
So before you go, man, I always ask artists if they could do a drop for me. You're going to say your name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
For sure. Yo, it's Dolo Darnell, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone. Let's get it.
Boom. Fireworks, explosions, everything in between, man. Make sure you guys go check out the single. It's out right now. Dolo Darnell. This, like I told you, I'm putting my stamp on it. You dig what I'm saying? So Chicago 77.3, we out. One.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3, your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.